guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be continuing with the minimalism content and show you all what's inside my tote bag. I recently just invested in a brand new tote bag from Michael Kors. I got the Michael Kors Eva Large tote bag. The reason why I decided to invest a little bit more money into a bag like this is because I needed a backpack since my other one was falling apart. I've had that backpack since freshman year of high school and it's done me so well. But the zippers weren't working very well to the point where I was being pretty unsafe with my credit card. I would just kind of hope that it would be there at the end of the day, but definitely was not secure. That backpack lasted me 6 years, so I definitely think it was time for a new one. I have seen a lot of people who own a lot of purses and handbags, all different assortments in terms of color, shape, size. And since I am a minimalist, I just want to stick to one, hence why I decided to invest a bit more money into this purchase because I know that I'm going to keep it pretty much forever. Unless it has some major issues over time, I don't really see myself getting rid of it. This what's in my bag video is also going to be a review of the Michael Kors Eva Large tote bag. Here is what the bag looks like. I got the colors brown and pink. And as y'all can see right here, I did get it customized to say my initials, so JMJ. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my initial impressions on the bag. I struggled initially to find a bag that I was willing to invest my money in because I wanted it to serve somewhat as a backpack in the sense that it would fit my water bottle and my MacBook Air and my iPad Pro. Basically, I was looking for something big enough that I could take it to school, but also can serve the purpose of wearing it to work or just, out running errands. This bag took about 2 weeks to ship. Another cool thing is you can add this little customization. You can choose the size, you can choose the color, you can choose what 3 characters you would like it to say. But the only thing to note is that once they add this customization, you can no longer return or replace the bag. But that wasn't an issue for me because I knew I was going to keep this item forever, so I'm very happy with the customization. One surprise that I got when I received the item was the color of this stripe in the middle right here. For some reason, I thought this looked more like a brown color when I was looking at it on the website, but if you receive the item in person, it's definitely more navy blue. Personally, I am not the biggest fan of navy blue, and I would have preferred this to be a brown so that I could only stick to 3 colors, the brown, the gold, and the pink. But I think the navy blue is starting to grow on me because it's not like a royal blue, it's more so the black navy blue. The next thing that I was a bit surprised about were these things right here. I thought they were magnets. In terms of someone who has zero prior knowledge on all things handbags, I was expecting this to be a magnet. I didn't know that it was just going to be there to hold the handles. I really would have liked a bag that had a zipper, but unfortunately none of them really compared to the style and size of this bag. And I was willing to settle for magnets, and then I found that these don't even clasp together. So I don't know if that was common sense for me to know that those weren't magnets, but based on what I saw from the images, I thought they were going to close together, but they did not. So in case you're considering buying this bag for yourself, just know that there's no way to close the 2 ends together. So far though, that has not been an issue in terms of losing stuff out of the bag, and I think the main reason is just because of how tall it is. The next 2 parts of the bag are this little card holder right here and then this mini wallet. What's great about having 2 different sections for where your cards can go is that you can use them for different purposes. So for example, this one, since it goes within the bag and there is a clasp, I put cards that I don't necessarily reach for a bunch throughout the day, but I might have an instance where I need to use it, like my COVID vaccine card or my credit card, my debit card, all that stuff goes in here. And then in this tiny slot is where I put my Husky ID because I have to use this all throughout the day when taking the bus and going to the libraries and stuff like that. Another thing that's featured with the bag is this little Michael Kors golden tag. The total of this bag was $298, and as I said earlier, customization was free. I've had a very interesting shift in my mindset over the last few months about spending money on certain things. I'm very much still a minimalist, but back in middle school and high school when I had some access to cash, I would never even fathom about spending that much on a handbag. And I had this mentality where I had to buy things on sale and I had to buy them when they were super cheap. But since I was stuck in that headspace of only buying items when they were on sale or super cheap, I didn't allow myself to look at the details like quality and longevity. So some of the items that I did buy didn't last super long because the quality wasn't super great, and that's because I wasn't willing to spend enough money up front. In contrast to what my mindset is now, where I'm willing to spend a lot of money up front for quality items because I see it as an investment. And the only reason why I decided to buy this one in the first place is because it needed to replace an item that no longer served its purpose. So after that whole entire spiel, now it's finally time to get into what I actually put in my tote bag. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention before I get into that is the width of these shoulder handles. I was a little concerned about the width of these handles because I tried to carry a few tote bags, you know, just like reusable shopping bags, in the time period between getting rid of my old bag and getting this new one. And they kept slipping off of my shoulder and I hated that. That's why I never really wanted a handbag in the first place, because I don't like this action of it sliding off my shoulder. That's why I totally prefer a backpack. But since next year is my last year of college, I didn't see myself using a backpack after I left school. And I definitely wanted to go for a more polished professional look, hence why I switched to a handbag. But I actually don't have the problem with these slipping off as much as I thought I would, so this is great. This is like the perfect width of the handles. Okay, now getting into everything I put in my handbag. The first thing I will talk about is the technological items that I bring in my bag, and as I said, this serves as the bag I bring to school. So the first thing is my MacBook Air laptop, which I got at the Apple Store right before my freshman year at UW. The clear case is from Amazon, and all of the stickers that you see on here are from Redbubble. I did a video on my channel talking about all of the stickers I have on here, but one of my favorites has got to be this one at the bottom, which says, "Bye, I have to go study so I can be better than everyone I hate." The next item I have in my bag is my iPad Pro. I actually got this as a gift from my cousin, so thank you, Kuya Jed. Of course, I gotta rep Emerald City Boxing Gym. If you are in the Seattle area and you would love to try out boxing, definitely check us out. And then I have a bunch of stickers from my research mentor, and these are related to the Hubble Space Telescope. Next is my phone, and sometimes I actually don't have it in my bag, I have it in my coat pocket. But this is an iPhone 8 Plus. Then I got a clear case and I put a sheet of paper underneath that I decorated with a lyric from one of Juice WRLD's songs. And lastly, related to the technological department, is this charging cord for my iPad and my MacBook Air. Most of the time, I actually don't bring a phone charger with me, and that's because I try and keep it as light as possible in my bag. My phone, for the most part, is always fully charged once I wake up, and it's usually able to last in terms of battery life up until I get home at the end of the day. Whereas my computer and iPad have a little bit worse of a battery life since I just use it so much throughout the day, so I like to have that charger just in case. Sometimes I will bring my camera as well, and that's what's recording right now, the Sony ZV-1. And if I do that, I'll always bring my charger and adapter. Next are my keys. For the longest time, I did not... Okay, sorry about that. My boyfriend was interrupting my YouTube video. How rude. Anyway, so here I have my keys, and honestly, putting a lanyard on my keys was such a life changer. For the longest time, I did not have them on a lanyard, and it was so hard to find my keys in my backpack. So this lanyard definitely helps. Highly recommend. The next thing that I try and always carry in my bag is a little hand sanitizer. This one is from Bath & Body Works. It is the Stress Relief Eucalyptus and Spearmint kind. The next thing that I have in my bag, which is probably the most essential thing, it's gotta be Aquaphor. I mean, come on. I cannot tolerate dry lips. It gets me like, you know when you're super, super dehydrated and the only thing you want in life is water? Like you can't imagine anything else but having a nice cold sip of water? That's how I feel when my lips are dying for this Aquaphor because they're super cracked. So this is essential. I never leave anywhere without this. The next thing that I have in my bag, which I forgot to mention in the technological department, is my AirPods. If y'all have any cleaning hacks for these, let me know because your girl can use them. I don't have a problem with cleaning the physical AirPods, but the AirPod case, like stuck in between here, is just a little gross, honestly. Next, of course, unfortunately, still is a mask. Next is a hair tie or two. Next is this huge gallon water bottle, all right? I was a little concerned that the next bag I got was not going to fit this massive thing, but this, oh, I'm so sorry for waking you up. I'm dog sitting right now and the dog's like, did you really just do that? You really just make a noise while I was trying to sleep right next to you with you shouting in the camera and you decided to make that noise? Dude, I'm sorry. Anyway, surprisingly, the Large tote bag does fit this huge gallon water bottle, which is great because I love bringing water with me. Sometimes though, I don't bring this water bottle with me because if it is full, it is heavy and my shoulder is in pain. Next, lastly is these guys right here, which is also another lifesaver. If it will focus, hello. Oh, okay, there we go. Anyway, the camera just wanted to focus on my face, obviously. So these are called chewable papaya enzymes, and shout out to Kane's mom for showing me these in the first place. As y'all know, my digestion system is, she's trying. But she definitely needs this. I have a limited supply of these, so I only take them when I really feel like I need to. But basically this is just a digestion aid. So if I happen to go out to eat somewhere where the food might be a little more heavy than I'm used to, or it's filled with oils or butter, or you know, stuff that just generally upsets my stomach, I'll take a few of these after I eat and I feel all better. So that is the end of the video for what a minimalist carries in her tote bag and the Large tote bag review. I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye!